Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Jag here. In today's class, we're just going to continue with our Math 10 content on the process of elimination. So with that, let's get started. Okay, so here we are. And what we're going to do is try like a few of the questions from the textbook. So let's put it down as an example here. Okay, I'm going to give you two equations. Okay, so the first equation is 2x plus 3y is equal to negative 18. Okay. And then the second equation is also given, which is going to be 3x minus 5y, and it's equal to 11. So what the process of elimination is basically you're looking for the point of intersection, okay, for these two equations that are given. And what you want to do in elimination is I want one of the variables, either the x or y, to cancel out, okay? What I always do is have the x variable cancel out because it's much easier that way, okay? So what we're going to do is you notice here, I have 2 and 3 for the x's. For y's, I have 3 and negative 5. So I notice nothing cancels out if I add or subtract these two equations. So what we'll do is we'll take the first equation, I'm going to times it by 3. And you take the second equation and you multiply that by 2. Okay, so what we'll do is let's multiply the first equation, and you're going to multiply all three terms here by 3. Okay, so you're going to do 2x times 3. We have 6x. Okay, and then you're going to do the 2x, the 3y now, times 3, which is equal to 9y. Okay, and then you're going to take this negative 18, you times it by 3, so negative 54. Okay, does everyone see that? So all we did is we took this first equation, okay, and we multiplied all the terms by 3. Now you're going to go to the second equation. We're going to multiply each of the terms by 2, okay? So you're doing 3x times 2, so 6x. This is negative 5y times 2, so negative 10y equals, and then you're doing 11 times 2, which is 22. Okay, does everyone see that? And then we're going to make another equal sign going across, okay? So now these are my two new equations. We're going to subtract the two equations. Okay, everyone's looking. So now I notice one of the variables cancels out now. This is 6x minus 6x. So it is gone, okay? For the y's, notice here I'm doing 9y minus negative 10y. So it's basically like 9y plus 10y, 19y, okay? And then we're doing negative 54 minus 22, so negative 76. Everyone's good so far? So basically here, we're going to just divide by 19 on both sides. So I notice that the 19 just cancels out. So y is equal to negative 76 divided by 19, which is equal to negative 4. Okay? So then on the other side, we're still not done, okay? We have to solve for the value of x, okay? So what I want to do is you're picking one of these original equations. So we'll choose equation 2 here. I'm just going to rewrite it. So 3x minus 5y equals 11. This is my original equation. And what we're going to do is take the y equals negative 4. And I'm going to sub it into this equation. Okay, so 3x minus 5 times negative 4 equals 11. All right. And so the reason we're doing this is because we are solving for the value of x. Okay. So this becomes 3x, negative 5 times negative 4, positive 20 equals 11. Okay. You're going to take this positive 20 to the other side. We're going to make it negative. So 11 minus 20. So 3x equals negative 9. Okay. And now we're just going to divide it by 3 on both sides. And you see that it cancels out. X is equal to negative 9 divided by 3, which is equal to negative 3. Okay, then you're going to write the point of intersection, okay, as negative 3, my x coordinate, and then the y coordinate is negative 4. Okay, everyone's good there? And you always have to write the point of intersection, okay? Remember, in the process of elimination here, as soon as you get the POI, I can check my answer, okay? You would take your POI and you would sub it into both of these equations here and see if you're getting the correct answer, okay? So let's try the check for this here. I'm going to write check, which is us checking our answer. So we're going to sub it into the first equation. I have 2x plus 3y equals negative 18. Okay? And we're checking our POY here. The x value is negative 3. So you're going to do 2 times negative 3 plus 3. And the y value is negative 4. So you're going to do 3 times negative 4. So negative 18. Okay? So 2 times negative 3. So negative 6 plus negative 12 equals negative 18. And when you add this together, okay, we're doing negative 6 plus negative 12. So I see negative 18 equals negative 18. Okay? And so don't stop there. We'll put a check mark because I see that both sides are equal here. And now we're going to take our second equation. I'm going to write it here. So 3x minus 5y equals 11. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to sub in the negative 3 for the x. And for the y, we're going to sub in negative 4. And this is equal to 11. Okay? And so let's put this, let's multiply it out. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. Negative 5 times negative 4 is equal to positive 20. So just like this. Okay, and when you do negative 9 plus 20, okay, which is also equal to 11. So we see 11 is equal to 11. Okay, and I'm going to put a check mark. I see that I have satisfied both of the equations here, okay, with my point of intersection. So I can say with 100% certainty that negative 3 and negative 4 is the point of intersection for both of these equations. Okay, all right. So what we're going to do is try like one more example here. So let's try it at the top. Okay, so let's do one more equation. Okay, so I'm going to give you two equations. The first one is 3x minus 2y is equal to 2 over there. The second equation is going to be 7x minus 6y. Oh, I'm going to just change the sign. It's negative 2 is equal to negative 11. Okay, even if the equation is in the standard form, okay, just take like the constant values to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put the equal sign. So one more time, when you're doing elimination, we're just seeing if one of the x or the y values cancel out by just you adding or subtracting the equations. This is 3x and 7x. This is negative 2y, negative 6y. And I notice nothing cancels out. Okay, so what we're going to do is try to cancel out the x's. So let's multiply the first equation by 7 and the second equation by 3. Okay, make sure you multiply each of the terms here, okay, by 7. So we're going to do 3x times 7. So we have 21x. Okay, and then you're doing negative 2 times 7 minus 14y. Okay, equals negative 2 times 7, negative 14. Okay, everyone's good? Then we're going to go to the second equation. You're multiplying the whole second equation by 3. Okay, so 7x times 3, this is 21x. This is negative 6y times 3, negative 18y, equals negative 11 times 3, which is negative 33. And I like putting the equal sign going down, okay, makes everything very neat. We are going to subtract the two equations here, 21x minus 21x, 0. Okay, then negative 14y minus 18. So it's basically like negative 14 plus 18, which is equal to 4y. Okay, and then this is going to be negative 14, negative 33. So negative 14 plus 33, which is equal to 19. This is actually a really good example. Okay, we do notice it's going to be a fraction here. So let's divide it by 4 on both sides. Okay, And y is equal to 19 over 4. Now we're just going to leave it as a fraction, okay? Because most teachers want your answer to be a fraction. So let us sub it into, let's put sub into equation number 1, okay? So let me write the equation out so we can all see it. So it's 3x minus 2y equals negative 2. Okay, and now instead of the y, I want to just substitute 19 over 4. So 3x minus 2 times 19 over 4 equals negative 2. Everyone's all right? Okay, and we're just going to keep everything as a fraction. Okay, so 3x minus, you're doing 2 times 19 here, so 38 over 4 equals negative 2. Okay, if you're not that good with fractions, don't worry. Just do like as many steps as you need to do here. So we're just going to take the 38 over 4 to the other side. Okay, so it's like 3x equals negative 2 plus 38 over 4. I'm going to put this over 1. Okay. And just so you don't get confused, okay, you can actually reduce the 38 over 4 if you really want to. We'll just leave it the same for now. We're going to multiply by 4 on the top and the bottom. So I have 3x equals, okay, this is going to be like negative 8 over 4 plus 38 over 4. So I'm just doing some extra steps here, okay, so everyone can see where we're getting these answers from. So I have 3x equals, okay, 30 over 4. Okay, and maybe we'll just write it on this side right here, okay? So when you have 3x equals 30 over 4, basically what we're doing is dividing by 3, okay, on both sides. So let's rewrite this. So let me take this out. That's like x equals 30 over 4 divided by 3, or like 3 over 1, okay? So remember when you're dividing the fractions, okay, when you want to change it, you have to change it back into the reciprocal. So this is 30 over 4 times, and you're going to flip this over, and it's going to become 1 over 3. Okay, so what we're left with now, 30 times 1 and 4 times 3, so it's 30 over 12. Okay, and then we are just going to reduce this into 5 over 2. Okay, and this is the value of x right here. Make sure you just keep on reducing until you get the final answer. Okay, so I notice here that we have our x value. We also have the y value. We are going to write the point of intersection, which is 5 over 2 and 19 over 4. Okay, and this is my final answer. If you want to check your answer again, you're taking your POI, and where you would sub it in would be basically these original equations. And you'll notice both sides will be equal, even if the point of intersection has some decimal values happening. Okay, so let's just recap what you're doing. Okay, when you're actually using elimination, the process of elimination is basically you're trying to cancel out either the x or the y variables here. Okay, and if you can't, then you're just multiplying the equation 1 and equation 2 kind of like by each other. What we're doing is just multiplying it by the coefficients of x. And that way I can always subtract the two equations like we did right here, and we can solve for the value of y. Okay, you'll notice when you're doing a lot of the word problems, elimination would be the best method to use, because substitution would take a lot longer. Okay, with elimination, you can always just cancel out the x variable, and then you solve for y. You can sub it back into one of these original equations, and then you can solve for x just like we did right here. Okay, all right, so that looks good. And if there are no questions, that does bring this video to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you do like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see everyone in the next video. Thanks, bye.